Hey,
Ah,
reviews!
back up in here, yo.
We just got back from watching Halloween. All right, so let's get right into this one.
Yes.
Okay, very highly anticipated Halloween film this time of year, with Halloween not being that far away itself.
Yes.
How would you describe this one, Ian? Would you say that this was done well?
It was done very well. Like the director and the whole people who created this, they basically had a good idea of what the original Halloween was.
Okay.
And took a lot of the elements, took a lot of the music, they took a lot of the essence of Michael Myers and everything else, and just kept it the same. They didn't really try and change it. They didn't try and make it more gory.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't try and do anything more. You kind of saw the original one was, and did a lot of nods to the original. So I kind of like that.
Okay. I have to agree. It was definitely. I'm not a big scary movie genre type of kind of fan, as my resident aficionado here. Although I did appreciate the fact this was more of a throwback to kind of the late '70s kind of genre of horror, where they go for more of like jump scares and kind of gruesome to the point of where like there's just like stabbings that you kind of see, not like anything super grotesque.
Yeah.
Um,
Like blood isn't squirting everywhere and stuff.
Yeah.
It's like if and like the way you went to the original where something happens, it's like a quick and then it pans away
Yeah.
or pans up, so you know it's there, but like the body will be there, but they don't focus on it. It's just something you see there.
Yeah, like it's you pretty sure you know what happened, but they're not gonna give you all the gory details.
Yes.
So, which I appreciate. I don't think that needs to go into all that extra. Um, Casting. Now, obviously, we know there's Jamie Lee Curtis reprising her role.
Yes.
And I think it's what's his name? James Judd Courtney, the original sheriff.
One of the
Right?
sheriffs. Yeah,
One of the sheriffs.
Yeah, they first came out.
So there's that. But how do you think they did on casting for the kind of like side cast people, like supporting actors, basically?
They did pretty good in terms of the side cast. I mean, as a little kid that steals the show for a little bit in the movie.
Oh man,
he does a really good job.
We'll talk about that as spoilers.
Yeah, he does a good job of stealing the show for like the little 5-10 minutes he's in there. But everyone else in terms of doing a good job in terms of like the daughters and everything else and the granddaughters did a good job.
Yeah. And correction for myself, that was Will Patton. My bad, Officer Hawkins. Wrong actor. Anyways, I have to agree. I think they did a decent job casting. There was a little bit of like the family dynamic. They kind of play up a little bit too much, I think, at some points. And at the same time, it is a little justified because they just want to show you like how much Jamie Lee Curtis's character is like obsessed with being prepared.
Yeah, and just how it affects her family.
Like,
her obsession with Michael Myers over the course of 30, 40 years now. 40 years.
40 years.
Had an effect on her, and what the effect has happened, because this one has a take of all the other previous ones after one don't exist. So it's one, and then this is technically two.
Or like 1.5.
Yeah. Well, it'd be the second Halloween movie, I guess you would say, in terms of all the other stuff that happened before, doesn't exist, didn't happen. So this is the direct continuation from the first one.
Almost like a reboot, but not fully. So, pretty good, iteration, I think. Good job. On the scale of 1 to 5, do you feel this is a film that people need to go see this weekend?
If you're a horror movie fan, definitely. Like, I'm a horror movie fan. I enjoy it. I mean, if you base it off, if it's a horror movie fan, it's a 4. It's a 4. For a horror movie fan, if you're going to enjoy it, you're going to like it. If you're not a horror movie fan, it might be a little lower on your scale. But for fans of horror, it's up there.
Okay. A solid 4?
Yes.
Solid 4. All right. Now, based off the crowd reactions and my own personal reactions, I'm going to give it about 3.5. I'm not a big horror fan.
Yeah.
I didn't see too many things as far as like issues I had with the way the film was. Pacing was actually pretty decent. There are some things kind of in the opening scene, like with those journalists, like the podcast people, kind of I thought was a little annoying. But it does have its elements to kind of give you the mystique of the Michael Myers character. So I kind of understand what they're going with there. So for me, still a solid 3.5. Do I think this has to be seen in the theater? I don't know if it has to be seen in the theater. I definitely feel that it will help with the atmosphere if you're going for the simple fact that you kind of want to experience that scared movie moment type of thing. It wasn't scary as AF. There were a lot of people that jumped in my theater though. In a few moments, nothing like blood curdling screams being yelled out or nothing like that, but kind of like whoa type of moments. That's about it. Plot wise though, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Like Ian said, it has a lot of nods to the original.
Yeah, they're coming back and.
There's some moments that kind of, without getting into things, but there's some moments where it kind of pans or mentions something earlier on and it pays off later on in the film. So we'll get into that when we talk about spoilers and ending credits.
Yeah.
Maybe or maybe not. So yeah, definitely something I think you guys should check out. And now we're about to get into spoilers. So if you don't want to see spoilers, look away. Don't watch. Here it comes. Bam!
Spoilers in your face.
Damn, I can't believe they killed Michael Myers finally.
Damn, yo. Like they blew him up with a grenade.
Right? I mean,
Jaws, like it was in his mouth.
If Jamie Lee Curtis was planning on killing him, I mean, grenade's the way to go.
Yeah.
Grenade launcher. Terminator 2 style. No, okay. No. So, like you said earlier, the kid steals the show.
Yes.
I really wish he had more scenes. Damn, I don't remember his actual name in the film, but Julian, little Julian, the kid that's getting babysat. I thought he did a really good job. He was like, "Oh, the boogeyman's in the room. There's someone staying there. He's breathing all heavy." And he was like, "Let's go up there." He's like, "Nah, don't let him go up there. Send David first."
Send David first. let him get killed first. You get out here with me.
That boy was like, "You better not kill my nanny. I like my nanny." So she ends up dying though. And David dies pretty gruesomely. I'm like, where is this? Oh!
It was just kind of cool. They didn't even show it.
Yes.
So like you
just know.
He grabs a knife like I'm gonna go handle this, and then like they don't show it, and then come back to the house later, and he's just tacked against the wall. And you're just like,
let that be a lesson to all you potheads that are out there thinking you're gonna be heroic. Michael Myers is around, not gonna happen.
You see a guy. Halloween mask, just go.
Go the other way.
Not today.
Not today. Go the
I'm
other
gonna
way.
go this way.
Go the other way. Jamie Lee Curtis with all her guns. Holy crap, she has a lot of weapons.
She's been preparing for what, 40 years.
I mean, they literally could have just stood on the front porch waiting for him to come and like gunned him down.
But I think they got to the point where they understood that hey, he's been shot enough that that's not gonna work.
Yeah, basic gunfire. Not gonna work, and plus he's not dumb enough to just keep coming straight at you, right? It's not his MO. Yeah. He sneaks up on you and gets to drop on you, that type of thing. So, what else do we want to talk about in the spoiler piece? How about her safe room?
Yeah,
that she sets up.
The safe
room. What do you think about that?
The safe room is quite nice. I mean, she had all that there is like a panic room.
Yeah.
The Michael Myers panic room. Even the entire house was technically a panic room.
Yeah.
So she built basically a Michael Myers house. It was designed basically just to fight him.
Yeah.
And you kind of realize at the beginning they give nods and oh yeah, she's been bunkered up here and she's planned it and she's set up and she tells her daughter like you're not prepared for what's going on. I'm prepared. And daughter's like you're kind of crazy. You've been crazy my whole life.
You need help.
You've been having me train and shoot when I was a little girl and be in this panic room, thinking her mom's crazy. Until today showed up
until they're like Michael Myers bus crashed. He's out on the loose. He's already killed people. Then all of a sudden the daughter's like, Mom, you're right. Let's go hide at your place and kill Michael Myers when he comes. And I kind of like the way they do try to save the ending. Now here's my thing, okay? I had a problem with the simple fact that they're like, it's not a cage, it's a trap.
Yeah.
All right. Did you have to set the entire house on fire?
Yes.
I mean, it could have... Not only this, okay? It's a basement that has wood walls. Probably could have just put him in some type of, I don't know, actual trap. Or waited till he kept walking up and then set that thing off and he could have got stabbed or something or whatever. You know what I mean? Something.
That's true.
Something.
But I think they wanted it because if it sets him on fire, if not, the whole place is going to collapse on him either way. So you figure if the fire doesn't get him, he's going to be trapped under the entire house.
Possibly. Yep, that's true. Thinking from their perspective, right? I mean, they obviously don't have these films to build based off of since this is supposed to be like the second one.
Yeah.
But we all know he has like superhuman strength. So if a house falls on him, he's probably just gonna climb his way out.
Yeah.
To be honest with you.
He's been patient.
He got hit by a car, a fucking SUV. Excuse me, but he got hit by an SUV and like nothing. No guts on the front of it. He gets it pretty, like, I mean, he still wasn't going like freeway speed.
I mean, he's always been like, in terms of like horror movie,
super robust.
he's like just durable. He just takes
durable.
knives, stabs, whatever it is, and it's just kind of like that overall presence. He just keeps coming. Like, you're gonna throw it at you, he's still gonna keep coming. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
And then he kind of has a nod to like the doctor. Like the first movie, he had a doctor that had this obsession with him. Like, he needs to die. I don't know why y'all trying to reform him, wherever it is. He needs to die. So the other doctor kind of studied under him, and he's like, I'm so curious. I want to know what makes him tick, and I want to know why he's thinking and doing what he's doing. And everyone's like, nah, y'all need to get rid of this fool.
I like when he tells Officer Hawkins that he's a property of the state, and he's like, you better not hurt him. And he said, yeah, we'll see.
We'll see, because I ain't.
Cause,
yeah,
yeah,
we ain't here to capture.
Yeah, like when he sees him in the SUV, he's like, got eyes on him. He's like, there he is. He's like, Officer Hawkins, don't you do anything hasty. He's like, just runs him
and
over.
actually, I realized from the trailer, they have a fake scene in the trailer.
Oh, they do?
Because when he's walking in the house, the officer, and he made it seem like, you know, Jason's coming after him. No, Michael Myers coming after him in the house. And that's not in the movie.
You know what? It's almost like an over dramatization, because there is that moment where like he's like off to the side.
Yeah, you see it. You're just like, oh, this is gonna happen.
They kind of like spliced it almost. It seems like, right? Because he's moving in the house, but it's not right that close to him, right? So maybe
they did. Was it different? They made it like it was downstairs and he was walking through.
Yeah, it's possibly a scene that they cut. Like maybe it was in the film and they only used it for the trailer and they cut it out in the final release. So.
Because it made it seem like he's gonna get the drop on the officer in the trailer, and then that's not in there because they have a different scene, and it's a twist later on with him and the doctor.
Since we're in spoilers, the doctor freaks the F out when he thinks Michael Myers might have been killed, quote unquote. He just says that, but then he's like, and he stabs Officer Hawkins, and he's like, "Is this what it's like to kill Michael?"
And then he really flips out and puts the mask on, and he's walking around like, "This is how it feels." I'm like, dude, you went Harley Quinn on this bad boy and just lost it. Like, what is going on with you?
Obsession with his work much.
Yeah.
So it was good. I mean, overall, you're not 100% sure that doctor's gonna freak out that way. You do suspect a little that he's not quite right in his head because some of the stuff he's saying, you're like, because like dude kind of idolizes Michael.
Yeah, he wants to. It's almost like he wants to understand him so bad, and he's like jealous that the first doctor got to see him in the wild.
Yeah, in the field.
And he's like, dude, was he got to see him kill a bunch of people, and you're not happy that you didn't get to see him kill a bunch of people?
It's very strange.
And you're like, okay, this doctor needs a doctor.
They all need help.
Yeah.
I like when Officer Hawkins tells me, he's like, so Doc, level with me. Lori, certifiable crazy? And he's like, no, everyone is affected differently by trauma. And I was like, He doesn't want to say that she's crazy, but he thinks it.
But I think she wasn't. She was just like prepared. Like she knew this day was coming. She just didn't know when. So she's like, he's getting out. I don't care what y'all say until you actually kill him. He's getting out. So I'm just prepared. I'm gonna sit here waiting for him to get out, and he's been sitting in the place waiting to get out. So it's just kind of like they've been waiting for each other.
It almost seems like the podcasters kind of caused it because they're like, your mask. We have your mask.
Like he brought it because he basically talked to him and was just like, yeah, what's going on? And bring the mask.
Because before that, I'm pretty sure he didn't even know where it was.
Yeah.
Right?
And I think he was drawn to the mask, and he was like, yeah, okay, here's the mask. And then, she goes talk to her, and it's like, oh, you should go talk to him. And I'm like, why did you want her to be close to him? I guess, I don't know why I had that obsession with him wanting to talk.
Yeah, it was kind of strange. They're like, oh, in 40. Well, you know what it was? They were trying to do that thing. Well, in 40 years, this guy committed all these crimes, but he has nothing to say for himself.
And then you
That's
want
what
to
it
be the
was.
first one to talk, and
Yeah.
you have a podcast like, hey, first person to get Michael Myers to say something, come check this out.
Yeah, probably some weird angle they could have tried to shoot for that. But anything else you want to share for like spoilers? I'm trying to think.
Well,
Oh, how it ends.
How it
Okay,
ends.
okay. So let's talk about how it ends. Okay, so, man, so the trailer where he does end up getting dropped into the safe room down there. He's down there. They all kind of get out. The daughter, the granddaughter, gets a knife, stabs Michael Myers' arm a couple different times. He lets go finally. He's pretty banged up at this point. He's been shot several times. He's been stabbed. He got his fingers blown off on his left hand, right?
yeah, it's like a scene in the trailer where he grabs her like through the little like opening in the door.
Yeah, the door.
And she basically pulls a shotgun and shoots his basically hand.
Yeah, so, and then they decide the best way to handle Michael Myers is to burn him alive in the house.
Yes.
And then they try to take off in a truck, basically.
Yeah.
Like a pickup truck.
They basically hitchhike. They finally get they hit
Yeah.
the little hitchhiker and they get off. And he's basically in the house and he shot of the house burning. And it kind of pans down to the granddaughter with the knife
In the back of the pickup
in the
truck.
backup truck. And it
She's
kinda-
like holding on to it like really tight, like she's not letting it go.
And
And
it's
it kind of
almost
makes
like-
you wonder.
like is she gonna all of a sudden have like an urge to kill all of a sudden
Yeah.
or something like that?
And then the credits roll. There's a quick pan to show the room that he was locked in, but it doesn't show him anywhere in there.
Yeah.
And you would think that it would.
Yeah, it goes over the house and kind of shows the whole fire, and it kind of pans in where he was standing when the fire started, and you don't see him. You don't see. It doesn't have any image of him burning.
Nope.
So it's just it goes that, and then credits roll.
And at the very end, there's heavy breathing. Pretty sure it's him.
yeah, and because during the course of the movie, you hear him breathing a lot.
Same way.
They bring it up a lot. That fact when he's
Yeah.
doing something, you hear his breathing. You hear a
Yeah.
lot of his breathing. So at the end of the after credits,
That's their big payoff.
you hear the breathing like
Yeah.
he's not dead. So there's probably a sequel.
More than likely.
Good.
I haven't done any like in-depth research. Very likely though the way it was shot that they want to do a sequel. Her entire lineage basically is alive still. Her daughter and her granddaughter, so they could easily do a film
Yeah.
where the three of them like just team up right off the bat and try to basically find a take them out.
And the director and the creator, the writer also said they have another movie in mind. They had two, so they had this one, another one, and they had to get approval from John Carpenter first. Like, hey, would you just be cool? And he's like, yeah, it's actually pretty cool. You should do that.
Hollywood loves sequels, yo.
You should do that. Like, you should actually do it because they want to know because they're ignoring a bunch of the the actual sequels they had before.
Yeah.
So he's like, yeah, actually,
Kind of like a fresh way to start over.
Yeah, like it's a
Maybe
it's a
he can use some of his
reboot. It's a
original
reboot,
ideas.
but not a reboot. It's basically continuation / reboot.
Yeah. So
So
again, overall, 4 from our resident horror fan here. 3.5 for me.
Yeah.
I'm not really big on horror, but still thought it was
I mean,
pretty
it's
darn good.
overall it's a good movie.
Yeah. So like, comment, subscribe.
Share it to everybody.
Thank you for all the love on the last couple of reviews that we put up. We appreciate everybody who watches and shares these videos. Even you who dislike, you one person, whoever you are, for whatever reason,
Thank you
we appreciate you stuff.
because you watched it.
That's right. So it helped us.
Yeah.
Thank you. Until next time, y'all, leave any comments in the bottom. Let us know if there's anything in particular you want us to check out. And we'll have more fresh reviews coming your way soon.